And like maybe he's the one telling people, hey, I heard you're going to try to coup me. I better start killing people.
Some guys,
these oligarchs.
One of his successors, a 73-year-old guy who had been mentioned as Putin's successor, was just found dead.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah. He doesn't have successors. That's
Yeah,
not I'm not trying to put him on a pedestal of history. Like
Sure.
he's a great genius or whatever. But like the way he came into power, if I remember correctly, was that they brought him in as a lackey.
That's right.
They brought him in as the oligarch's kind of pet dog, whatever.
Yeah.
And he taught them, lessons.
He turned the tables, and we like in this country to imagine there's going to be, like, remember when we thought the hot dog warlord,
right?
The guy who was running, the guy, by the way,
the day of my wedding he was a failed coup.
Yeah, the day of your wedding was a failed coup, but like this guy had made all his money in Africa,
right?
Like doing, like with his Wagner paramilitary group, doing God only knows what.
Right.
And we do know a lot of what.
Sure.
But he became our hero.
Right.
Like, it's amazing how overnight.
It's amazing how much the dissonance can be.
Yes.
Now, I don't mean like the New York Times set, because those people are all in on it. They're all in on the CIA.
Right.
But I mean like the average person, like who is aware of anything,
right,
will be like, oh yeah, he's a good guy. And like they're never good guys. No, like by its definition, the guy that you get to kill the other guy is never a good guy.
It's shocking to me that this one guy in Russia who's never attacked us,
right,
and he's been the leader of that country for like almost 30 years or more,
maybe more, like since 99 or 2000 or something like that.
You can look up when Putin came into
I think
power.
2000.
But supposedly this guy, like, we can't work with that guy.
I guess that's 26 years ago.
20 years.
Okay.
Combined total of over 20. Because you remember Medvedev?
He never left, though.
Right, he never left. Medvedev. But here's the thing. This idea that we can't work with him.
Right.
But the hot dog warlord who got rich selling hot dogs, whatever that means.
Wait. I must have missed that. I thought that was just like a derisive thing you were saying. Was he actually involved with hot dogs?
Yeah, he owned these hot dog trucks.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah. He began his business career in the 90s as a hot dog vendor in St. Petersburg before rising to extreme wealth and power.
Well, as one does.
As one does. You start with...
The guys, I mean, clearly the guys who run those halal guys' carts, they work for the Pentagon now.
That's right. So he leveraged his hot dog profits to open high-end restaurants in St. Petersburg. He was called Putin Chef.
Yeah.
His restaurants attracted the city's elite, including Putin, leading to lucrative Kremlin catering contracts.
You always wonder, was there even any food?
Yeah,
right. It was just the biggest shell game ever.
Totally. God only knows what was happening in those restaurants. God only knows. But everybody overnight, this is what I love about that certain type of person, these people.
Yeah.
That again, I try to be one of these people. Like, it's so nice to be one of these people. You feel like you're a great person. You say the craziest shit. You feel really good about yourself. And all of these people, like that New York liberal set of people, overnight, this guy was preferable to Putin. They were like, this guy's going to be great. He runs a paramilitary group in Africa, and everything seems like it's on the up and up.
I'll tell you why. These people hate Putin.
Right.
We're all around the same age.
Yes.
We all grew up with a little bit of Cold War. And then we weren't like, we were kids. I remember running around, the church auditorium screaming the Russians are coming. I don't even know where I got that from.
Right. And no one asked you to do it.
No. My mom stopped me and said, why don't you say the aliens are coming? That's nicer.
What were you doing?
I was screaming, the Russians are coming. The Russians are
coming. And where you were running around the
church basement. Yeah.
Why were you in a church basement?
Well, because my mom was involved with the church and the youth groups, CCD groups, whatever.
Yeah.
So whatever. I think she was meeting a priest for lunch. Who knows why?
Yeah, okay.
We spent a lot of time in the church, community.
Yeah.
I was being in this room screaming this. My point is, we're all around. It was
she said to you, how old were you?
Yeah, like 4 or 5.
And she said to you, you were screaming, you were running around.
Yeah.
Because we had the same thing. My grandmother taught religious education, CCD, catechism, every week. And there was a term for the area, and I forget what.
Auditorium?
Yeah, like all-purpose room, whatever.
Yeah.
But there was directory where the priests lived.
Yeah, because when I went to Catholic school, like the cafeteria was also our gym, and it was also where we had, or where we watched plays. Yeah.
Now, this was not in a school. This is like the parish center, we called it. The parish center.
Yeah.
You're running around that screaming the Russians are coming at 5 years old?
4 or 5, yeah.
So at 4 or 5, you're running around that, and your mother comes to you and says, can you say the aliens are coming?
Well, if you're going to scream something, scream the alien. I mean, probably before I scream nothing, to be fair, my mom.
Right, but she was just, because I'm just trying to paint the picture. She was just saying to you, it's just please switch it to the aliens.
Switch it up. She knew at that point I'm not going to shut my mouth. So she's like, hey, like, it might have even been the person next to her.
So
my mom might have been saying, can you just stop it? And the other woman might have said,
say the aliens are coming.
Say something, say the aliens.
Say the Jews are coming.
Yeah.
How about, if you're going to be 4 and run around a church, scream the Jews are coming.
Yeah.
They killed Christ.
I'm only saying this to bring this up to say, like, we weren't, like, hiding under a desk for nuclear bomb drills.
Agreed.
But we grew up in this specter of the Cold War. It ended while we were children. But the idea that Russia could come back as a threat, it doesn't scare me as much because I feel like, whatever. But I think a lot of people have that in their DNA, and they don't claim it's because Putin's a bad guy. He does all these bad things. I think they're afraid of a Russia that has any pushback.
Here's what I think it is.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think we're so used to having an enemy.
Yeah.
I think after the Middle East, after our misadventures in the Middle East, it's hard to really have a Muslim enemy.
Yeah.
Because, number one, it doesn't feel great.
Right.
After everything we've done.
Yeah.
So to have a white Christian enemy, well, now I don't think he's a Christian, by the way. He's the leader of a country. He's killing people.
Well, yeah.
But like he
If you're gonna be
presents,
technical about it,
sure. He presents as such. So
Yeah.
I think it's a lot easier to hate him.
That's probably, to be fair, that's probably part of it.
If I'm at the New York Times and I'm writing a 3,000 word piece about someone that I got to rile up some hate, I got a straight white guy who's the leader of a country that we don't like, I'm a lot more excited than I am to write about a leader of a Middle Eastern theocracy.
A cleric.
Yes.
No, you're right. I do think that's definitely a huge part of it. But I do also think people are not ready for a Russia on equal terms.
No.
They don't. They like the idea that we can. Hey, we're a big bully. We bully everyone. But they talk shit about that maybe. But they like that no one's really.
Well, so much of this is like we have to believe we've won all of these wars,
Right.
And this idea that like we were victorious, and now if you ask, what is victory supposed to look like?
Right.
Like we triumphed, like capitalism triumphed. Okay, to what end?
Right.
Like how's everyone doing? Type thing.
Sure. 100%. Like no, it's a complete. I mean, the framing of it is ridiculous. Like I do believe that whatever capitalism we have is more productive than what they were doing in the Soviet.
100%.
That being said, I don't think that was evidenced by the collapse of the Soviet Union per se.
To me, it all goes back to the conversation that I had, which I've said and repeated on the show ad nauseum. I'll repeat it again. But when someone was talking about Alexei Navalny, R.I.P., friend of the show, sad, whatever. I don't know who killed Alexei Navalny. I guess Putin, but like whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Someone killed him. He's dead. And that's sad.
Right.
But somebody would talk about it. Now, Alexei Navalny, just to refresh everyone's memory, he was a guy, he hated Jews and gay people. He was kind of a fascist. And then he went to Germany. He went on a vacation to a NATO country, and he came back as a multiculturalist, pro-gay, pro-Western, whatever.
Right, and then Obama killed him at a wedding with a drone strike?
Yeah.
No, it's a different, okay.
No,
this is a bad thing that happened. Okay.
So this guy comes back to Russia, and then he makes this documentary about like all of Putin's friends that have these big mansions.
Right.
And people from our best schools, like Harvard, like Yale, will look at you straight in the face and tell you this. It will go, he did a documentary on YouTube where he showed that Putin's oligarch friends all got contract. They stole all this money from the government, and they live in big mansions. And they look at you straight in the face.
Who's he, the kid in Minnesota, Nick, whatever?
What?
Is he Nick Sorter or whatever that kid's name is?
No, these are our best minds. These are our best minds at Harvard.
No, I'm saying I make these documentary. No, I'm 100%.
Yeah, Nick Shirley.
Yeah, that's it.
They tell you this, and they tell you it like it's a revelation. And not only that it's not happening here.
He exposed it.
By the way, it's happening here on a level they could never imagine. The grift in this country is beyond anything the Russians could imagine.
It's institutionalized grift.
It's unbelievable.
What do you think the Pentagon is?
So all of these people look at all that stuff and they go, this shit's the most fucked up. I can't believe it.
Also, like, I just assume that guy, look, some people are very brave and they stand up to a dictator. Oftentimes, those people are less brave and more paid by intelligence services.
Yeah.
But, maybe, give me either one.
Listen,
give me either one.
Everybody's got to get something out of something.
Sure.
Somebody's got to get something out of this. Yeah. Somebody pissed in that guy's ear and said, who do you think leads this new thing?
It's just very funny.
You lead this new thing.
It's just very funny how many countries around the world wrongfully arrest people. They say people are spies and when they're not.
Right.
There's all these fake spies that they're arresting.
Right.
Like,
right.
What are you talking?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just like when people get clipped, they're often in the game.
They're in the game. They pissed in that guy's ear. They go, "You're going to run this."
I'm not Putin. Doesn't apologize for. He's a dictator. I don't mean strong. I was going to say strong man.
Does what he wants.
He's a strong man. He's a strong man. But like to say he's a strong man is also imply like he's just some thug and we're great. And I think it's it's like there's problems in Russia that we don't have. There's problems here that Russia might not have. I don't know.
Listen, here's the thing. It's none of our goddamn business.
Right.
It's really.
Can we fix something here? Can we build a fucking? Can we repair a bridge before we go fixing something else?
None of our goddamn business. It's unbelievable the extent to which people in this country who are tasked with solving our problems are writing thousands of words about Russia.
Have you heard about this chemo shortage?
No, but I'm sure that's
an impending chemo shortage.
Well, they're going to kill. They want everyone dead.
Right, and if you look at the article, I think it was in the Times or whatever, it's like one of the reasons is like, because the company stopped making it because it's not profitable.
They want you dead. By the way, I do a new bit on stage about these suicide pods. Wait till they're coming.
Yeah.
They're coming, and if you think it's going to be about having an incurable disease, you're out of your mind. Right. They're going to call depression an incurable. You can check out in Canada now. Obesity? Get in the big pod. There'll be a big pod.
Psoriasis.
Psoriasis, rosacea.
Eczema.
There will be so many things included in the list of things of which you can kill yourself.
Sleep apnea.
It will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. And in Canada, you can check out.
Yeah.
If you're like depressed. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
If you have like a mental illness, whatever they consider that, you can check out.
Well, that's
the only way to fix this. No offense, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They're going to start letting people check out in mass.
Yeah.
It's the only way to really start to fix this.
Well, look, the problem with depression is like that. It's literally like that. It's kind of like, because I used to be like, well, it's not, but that is what suicide is often, like depression makes you do that. So it's a disease in that way. The only thing is like, where's that depression coming? Is it just all natural? Is it all natural? Or is it the ring things?
Whether they've taken everything in your life that's worth living and destroyed it.
Well, that too. There's the external, but also like
let's ignore that. Let's put a pin in that.
You also don't tend to feel great when you eat a fucking Hostess cake or a Crunch Wrap.
Yeah,
I'm just whatever. I'm just saying.
Of course. But that's not the point is that they need you to kill yourself.
No, but I'm saying they're working both ends.
They need you to kill yourself. You can do it on the long system.
They'll make you depressed.
You could do it in the long course where you spend your money killing yourself.
Right.
Or you can just do it quick, but they need you to kill yourself.
They want you gone.
They want you gone. There's no, it's so obvious.
We've
nothing's getting fixed. They want you in that pod.
Tonight. We haven't announced it, but we've entered a stage now where like it's no longer about like money's not real.
No.
And everyone knows that.
Everyone knows that.
It's really what this decade is really about is getting people disabused to the idea that like they get to have things.
That's right.
And that they're owed things or that things
You
are
don't get
available.
it. You don't get it.
It's not about like, oh, but what if they can make money doing it? No, they want you to not be like they don't want you around.
The religious revival being pushed, make no mistake, it's not because they want you to be better people and more Christ-like.
Right.
They're trying to get you ready for you're not going to get anything.
Yeah.
And don't ask for it. God provides what you need. That's what they're trying to do.
I almost don't want to say this.
Say it.
But therefore, I'm sure it's been brought up behind closed doors that, like, well, we haven't had a big war in a while.
Yeah.
And that usually kind of culls a certain amount of the
We
population.
don't have the munition. Here's the problem.
Yeah.
We are so low on munitions right now. We cannot get into a big war.
We got too crazy with I'm not an expert on this, but like we spend the whole thing with Iran. Not that we didn't beat them militarily, technically, whatever, but like we spend like $3 million and whatever X amount of months or year to build one of these missiles, and they counteract it with a $30,000 thing that they build in a fucking mass factory for like unskilled labor.
Yeah,
I'm just saying we've gotten too specialized with this shit. You used to just fucking have a ditch and a trench and you just mow people down.
We've depleted our munition stockpiles to the point where getting into a big war right now would be a huge problem.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like they're aware of that. They're aware. Like they have no qualms about this. They'll talk about like we used to mow people down in the ditch,
right?
And we don't do that. We need a different way to get rid of people.
Israel does that.
Well, yes.
We give our munitions to Israel. They don't have a problem doing that.
Yeah. No, I don't think any of this is great. I'm just saying they're going to find a way to cull people.
Well, listen, it's very clear that they need you in that pod.
Yeah.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
It's a very simple fix. They need you in that pod and they need it soon.
I think the onus might shift at a certain point.
Yeah.
Where it's not so much like I think I'm depressed. It's like, why don't you explain to us why you shouldn't be in the pod?
Well, here's what it'll be.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to start because it's going to be pretty shocking. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
It is going to be shocking the first few times someone gets into the pod.
Right.
But it's coming, and their job, listen to me now. Their job is to normalize this as quickly as possible.
I think it might start. Well, I don't know if it will, but I think they should hire me as a consultant.
Yeah.
We throw little mini parades for the people who do it.
Oh, by the way,
in memoriam parades.
It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Here's what you're gonna have to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice.
No, and look, how are they gonna sustain that? They're not gonna sustain that. But for a few, you're gonna have glass caskets and the horse-drawn carriage.
It's never gonna be that nice. But here's what it will be.
Metaphorically, I mean.
Here's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
They're gonna pitch you on the idea that you are going to be able to, you're no longer going to be a burden to your friends and family.
Right.
You're going to check out in a really nice way, and they're going to make it really easy, and they're going to help you take care of everything before you go. But make no mistake, you're in the pod.
Yeah.
You're getting in that pod.
Right.
You're getting in the pod. Because there's no way out of this. You're going to go, it's going to be in a strip mall. It's going to be very soothing when you walk in.
There's going to be documentaries.
It's going to be dark. I'm telling you, if we live,
right,
and the world is not nuked, and I'll tell you this, you're gonna on your way to get a frozen yogurt within 5 or 7 years, and maybe sooner.
Yeah,
you're gonna see one of these places,
right.
and it's gonna.
What will they call? They won't call it suicide pod, obviously.
No,
they'll call it transitions.
Transitions. They'll call it seasons.
Seasons, yeah.
Seasons
for every time.
They'll call it. They'll call
a way out.
Oh yeah, they'll call it. Horizons, whatever. Right. And you're going to walk in, and you walk in.
Yeah.
You walk in. Yeah. I'm going to, and you're here for the consultation.
Hi. I'm not committed to anything here, but
Hi.
Hi.
Can I ask your name?
Well, yeah, I'm just kind of asking a few questions. But
sure, but I just love to know people's names.
I'm Ray.
Hi, Raymond. How are you?
He's going to be Ray.
Hi, Ray. Welcome to Horizons. How can we be of service?
Well, I'm just kind of curious about the process. I'm not really.
Well, I would love to sit down and tell you a little bit about our process.
I don't want to put you out too much. I'm just kind of.
I have all the time in the world, Ray.
All right.
Would you like any coffee or water?
You have seltzer?
Get him a sparkling water, Perrier.
That'd be amazing. Thank
Ray,
you.
what we seek to do here at Horizons
Yeah.
is we like to provide a long-term solution to a temporary problem.
Okay.
So what we like to do is help guide you on your most important and final journey.
Well, hold on. I really had more of like a skin issue I wanted to talk about.
What we find is that many people come in here with vastly different issues and perspectives, but we find that we provide a solution to almost all of them.
So you are a dermatologist?
We specialize in guiding you through your final journey into the next realm where we don't believe there are skin issues.
Well, that'd be nice.
So what we like to do is basically build our approach. We have 3 planks to our approach. We have a spiritual, a medical, and a practical. I'm telling you, I'm not even kidding. Like, I know that I'm vamping. This is the way it's going to work.
Yeah.
Practically, we like to make sure we get all of your affairs in order and that we make sure that we maximize the benefits you can get for your next of kin. Spiritual, we want to make sure that there's a spiritual advisor of your choice for you to consult with before you go on this journey. And medical, we want to make sure that you exit this world and we usher you into the next one in the safest and most peaceful way possible. Does that sound good to you?
What if
we can accomplish those 3 goals, Ray, does that sound good to you?
All right, well, this is not where I thought it was heading, but since we're here, are you guys going to like cut me open at the end and see what's inside me?
Absolutely not, unless you want to be an organ donor. We do offer a substantial discount for people willing to donate organs, assuming they meet the criteria.
I would just like to, for my parents to be told that, I was right and there is something inside me. And that's why I wasn't able to finish college.
We find an overt focus on the medical.
Like an animal.
Yes, we find sure. We find an overt focus on the medical, often a distraction. We want to build more of a spiritual approach. If you feel like there's something inside of you, there is.
Oh, okay.
And the only way that can be addressed, we find the best way to do this is to help you shed your physical body, and we need to usher you into a spiritual reality where that animal no longer lives inside.
I actually do, because I've always been more about the mind anyway. So, yeah.
Just last week, someone came in and they had no plans of doing this, but we sat down, we looked at the financial realities of where they were.
Right.
We looked at how much money they owed. We looked at how much their rent was. We did a debt to income ratio analysis.
So do you give loans?
Well, and what we did was we looked at different options, and he decided that he wanted to begin his journey into the spiritual realm, and he did it this morning. 6 days later, but see, here's what I'm saying. We're obviously kidding.
Yeah.
This is coming.
No, you're just actually. It's actually, yeah.
It's not. Here's how crazy it is. It's barely. When I'm saying this, I'm telling you, they're going to have scripts. Yeah. And they're going to say things like this.
I'll go even further. I mean, I know it's a horrible thing to say, and I don't mean it emotionally.
Yeah.
But like, on some absurd level, right?
It's good. It's nice.
Well, yeah, it's almost like
I sold myself on it.
If we're going to do none of the other things that help people, it's kind of absurd not to have the option.
Of course. Of course. No, it's coming. Yeah. It's dark. Right. It's fucking dark. But all of these Western countries, they go, you're not having kids anymore.
Right.
There's no birthday parties to go to. Here's the thing about being an adult, unless you have like a really good career, and even those run out of steam. But let's just say, if you're integrated into the social fabric of wherever, it gets very lonely. There's a lot of lonely people, and many of them want to kill themselves, and there's real money in that. People are gonna allow them to check out.
I know that I'll be picked apart here a little bit, and not everyone will agree with me. Where I do get a little uneasy, I would like to say, personally, I think if you think you should live, you should probably live. I'm not trying to convince anyone to to get in a pod, but I know that that's probably not going to be the popular idea.
Well, we're a comedy adjacent
No, I don't
podcast.
mean just a podcast. I
So
mean
we're not
society.
anyone out there. We're not telling you.
No,
what to do.
I don't mean literally that. I mean like
Okay.
no, I don't mean like us. Like I'm saying like a society.
Here's the deal. Every business
Yeah.
exists to function and operate as a business. So the minute you put a pod in a room,
Yeah.
it'll start government, it'll start quasi-government, but by the way, like everything else, a private competitor is going to emerge and go, we've got the better pods.
Yeah.
We've got you. If you spend a little bit of money, you do it with us, you do it the right way.
Actual question. Do you think there's ever like, hey, you have this mortgage. Your kids stand to inherit it. If you do the pod, we'll give you like, the kids can inherit it with like less burden. Like, is there any like practical benefit?
All of it's coming.
Or deals coming?
All of it's coming.
You know what I'm saying?
All of it is coming.
Yeah.
I'm betting this. Every dollar I have, I will bet.
Yeah.
It's all coming. It's all coming. Get out of jail free.
Right.
Reduce the prison population.
Right.
You're checking out. Do you really want to stay here for the next 10? Oh, we diagnosed you with a thing. You're checking out.
Is there a facility?
You want to get out of a mountain of debt? We can kind of arrange that.
Is there a thing where you get to go for a week, a month to a nice, it's not going to be, like the Four Seasons, but a nice kind of, like if you were in prison, hey, if you agree to get in the pod, you get to spend a month at this place where there's a pool and there's like, there's a lake.
It's not a month.
A week.
It's 48 hours.
Yeah, okay.
48 hours.
Might be worth it.
It's not a month. And here's the thing. You're going to have a nice 72-hour thing, 48 hours, 72. There's going to be death parties.
Yeah.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
There's going to be living funerals. There will be death parties. There will be people giving their own eulogies. I'm telling you where we're coming. AI will write your own eulogy for you. You're going to go to a place for 72 hours. It's going to be like a destination wedding, except at the end you get in the pod. Get in the pod.
Right.
I'm not advocating. I'm telling you what's coming. You're going in the pod. What do you think happens?
Nothing great.
You think you don't go in the pod? You want to land at O'Hare in Chicago again and make another connection to see your cousin? Get in the pod. What is even any of it? And by the way, I'm not, it seems negative. I'm being negative here. But I'm not, this isn't me talking. This is the owner of the pod company and our government.
Yeah.
Which will be one and the same.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's like the same way some people have casinos, and control the government.
Oh, here's the thing about old age in this country. It ain't good.
Oh.
God, is it bad?
What's your money?
So few people.
It's amazing how some people are doing very well at 85.
Some people are doing well.
And some people are doing very poorly at
But
45.
if you're not doing well,
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming, and there's nothing to be done about it.
Well, look, I mean, here's the thing about civilization and like all this, like, oh, if you don't, you're doomed to repeat it if you don't look at history. Like we've all known this shit was coming for decades.
Totally.
This decay. There's nothing to be. I wouldn't say definitively there's nothing that can be done, but by empirical evidence, there's nothing like these things just have a trajectory.
People,
and they rot.
People are roaming around the country in pajama pants,
Right.
just smoking vapes, watching porn, eating Carl's Jr. Get in.
You could
the
fix
pod.
it theoretically, but not really.
Not really.
And so, look, if you got a better idea than getting into a pod, well, I'm all ears.
We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I'd love to hear-
Invest in education?
Right.
Are you nuts? Get in the pod.
I mean, that's the thing.
You can play any music you want. Enya?
Even, like, and we all know this is kind of true.
Put Enya on. Put something Enya. Put Book of Days by Enya. Softly.
Who can tell?
That's not Book of Days. That's Only Time.
I know. I like Only Time. That's the one I know.
I like this one because this just got a little, because you got to remember you're on a journey.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be in the pod and you're going to go, thank you for choosing Horizons.
Hello?
As you leave this earth, get ready for the journey. Remember all the good times. Remember Remember that hooker you got? Remember smoking weed? Because you're going to preload the memories.
Right.
Remember smoking weed? And you're going to be so bad.
Right.
Remember smoking weed with your friends in community college? Remember the first time you went to the old country buffet? Remember your parents? Remember your mother who picked you up on the first day of school? How happy she was? Think about her eyes. She was so proud of you. She's proud of you now. You're going to preload the memories into the thing.
Yeah.
And those memories will be recounted for you as they kill you.
It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
Are we wrong?
No, I think.
No, we're not wrong. There's no way we're wrong.
Well, no, I mean, we're not advocating. It's just facts.
No, we're not doing it. I'm just telling you, I drive through the valley.
Right.
For the people that don't know, the valley is, whatever. It's a suburb kind of LA. It's part of LA. And if you drive through the valley, there's some parts of the valley that are nice and you get your avocado toast and your car washed. But a lot of it is like you drive through and you look at any strip mall. So any strip mall is now vape store,
Right.
liquor store, convenience store. You can get some scratch off, some cigs, a ketamine clinic, ketamine therapy.
I think what you're trying to say is this is essentially happening already in a different
It's
form.
happening already. That's exactly what I'm saying. Ketamine therapy right next to a McDonald's.
Right.
It's already there.
I mean, if you're going to allow people, for instance, like Skid Row, for instance, or in other places that have similar things, to live like that in the street, just rotting away like zombies.
Totally.
What's the moral difference even?
Here's the moral difference. There's money in that, and there will be money in this.
Right.
There's money in that. The reason they live like that on Skid Row is there's money. There's all these NGOs that go out there, these fake things. We're going to help them. No one gets help. If there was no money in people living on the street, they wouldn't live on the street.
Someone should do something about this.
Here's what there's no money in, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
There's a very little money in people thriving.
Right.
There's not a ton of money in that.
I think we used to make money doing that.
There used to be.
Yeah.
But right now, there's not a lot of money in that. There's much more money in a small group of people just monetizing the collapse.
Right.
That's what it seems.
Just people.
Yeah.
Who are these people? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But there's much more money seemingly in the monetization of a collapse. How much money is there really in a mom and a dad with regular jobs with a mortgage and a house? You can't put them in a private prison.
Right.
You can't put them in a rehab. You can't go to the government and demand a bunch of money so that you can lock them in a room.
There's a real ceiling on what you get because, correct me if I'm wrong, because inflation exists for other reasons. And so even the loan you get, the value of it goes down over time, right? This mortgage. So it's actually kind of a fool's errand lending people money for a house.
Yeah, no, by the way.
I'm getting paid back in deflated money?
You start thinking about it, you go, where is the real money in just a regular family with normal jobs? Now, if you got a millionaire, some billionaire, if you're a guy who goes, I'm trying to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
How am I making money off this family? Okay, maybe they buy a car, they buy a house, they get insurance.
Yeah.
Sure, great. But how do I suck up a bunch of government money?
Right.
How do I suck up a bunch of capital that's here?
Right.
How do I go to a bunch of investors and go, I got a great idea. Here's what we're going to do. For these types of ideas, you need sick people.
Yeah.
You need addicts.
Right.
You need broke people.
But are you saying that someone would actually create conditions that would make people sick?
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe. But think about it. If I came to you and I said, for example, Section 8 housing.
Yeah.
Just an example.
Right.
Is there more money in a thriving economic,
I'll say this, just from a pure, a very micro level, I feel like those people, maybe you don't get it, I think the rent's capped somewhat, like a
Right.
certain little bit less. But they're also like, hey, you didn't fix my water thing. Well, like they're it's a captive audience.
There seems to be a lot of money in marketing to rich,
Right.
or like upwardly mobile people,
Right.
like people that have money,
Yeah.
money.
Right.
And there seems to be a good amount of money in the Section 8 world. What is the money in like having a regular middle class? What exactly is the point of that?
Some guy
Right.
who's like, wait, I think I'm owed something here. You have to fix the thing. We agreed to this. That's no good.
That doesn't seem great.
Someone who has any leverage.
It just feels like if you were going to make money, you'd want to cater to the rich or the
Right.
very poor.
Right.
I don't know that the middle class does much for you.
The middle class is nothing but problems.
Like a responsible family that's not in a ton of debt.
Who shops for price.
Right.
Who negotiates a deal.
Right. That isn't over leveraged in
Right.
every area of their life. Like, what purpose do they serve?
Who has the option to say no if it's not a good deal.
Right. Like, what exactly option do they serve? You would want a group of financially illiterate people just like gorging stuff, and then you could write all of it off in bankruptcy. And
well, here's your Section 8 voucher, and here's the person who accepts them.
right.
Okay.
And then when that scam runs out, and like all scams, the pod.
Right. Yeah.
Because that'll be our final scam. Our final scam, now you tell me if I'm wrong, but this is my guess. Substantial population reduction. We're going to have to convince a lot of people to kill themselves.
Yeah.
That's what I think the final scam is.
Yeah.
That's my guess. My guess is we're going to have to convince a lot of people to kill themselves.
I mean, people always say we need a war. But
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
It's because we here's the other problem. The people who run this country have too many entanglements.
Yes.
Like, we're going to blow up the stuff that we do over there.
No.
Like, it's our shit.
No. We need you to voluntarily on a Thursday morning get up because your appointment is at 9:30. We need you off this planet by noon.
Yeah.
Sorry. We need you off this planet by noon.
Look, you made a lot of bad choices, so don't blame us.
And here's the deal. Good, bad, whatever. It's all the same. By the way, soon, and I'm
not saying it.
No. I know. We got to stop saying that. The people know we're not saying it. But soon, I predict so much stuff, which is why I don't even want to say this. This is actually a thing that you like to say, and it's true. Pretty soon, they're going to it's going to be like it's all the same. They're going to start telling people, when you go in and they go, well, you have cancer. And you go, so what's my treatment regimen? They go, it's all the same.
Right.
This is what I mean. Soon, like these debt collection discussions are going to be, it's kind of all the same. They're not going to try to get you out of anything anymore. They're just going to let you know, like, whichever, it's just going to go the way it's going to go. Like, I think this weird fatalism is going to start to creep in.
Well, like, I mean, I heard about chemo. My dad took chemo. Oh, we don't make that anymore.
We don't really make it. But here's where the MAGA movement ended up being great for this.
Yeah.
It's a dispiriting movement.
Yeah.
The last group of people in the country that believed in whatever, and I don't mean that like liberals don't believe in stuff. Everyone believes in something, but like they'll have their movement too. But this took a substantial chunk of people who thought there was going to be a solution. There's none.
Right.
They will then just adopt the pathological behavior that comes with admitting there are no solutions. And then those people, as Frank Underwood would say, now it's time to guide him to the rocks.
Yeah.
Get in the pod.
As long as I think people should get a last meal.
You're gonna.
I think a nice sandwich, a hero sandwich.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
You're gonna get, and don't think they're not gonna put a little angel in the bread, like your little.
But they're gonna cheap out. I'm thinking it's a nice.
Course.
I'm thinking like what does it cost? $10? I mean, retail for a nice like eggplant hero, maybe 15.
Yeah.
But they're gonna do the cellophane wrap horse shit. It's gonna be
Listen, here's the thing: you don't want the last meal to be too good, because then you go, "I want to have it tomorrow."
Right.
You want?
No, you don't get the meal until you already take the injection. You get the injection.
You can't go back.
Yeah, it's not bad.
The injection's quick. I don't think it. Here's what you want the last meal to do.
Yeah.
You want someone to take a bite of that eggplant hero and just shrug and go, get me out of here. You want someone to take a bite of that chicken hero and go,
Not what I remembered.
Right.
You don't want it to be you don't want somebody savoring a hero going like life's worth living. You want them taking a bite of that hero and going, not even finishing it, just going, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, your family, the ones that can't be there, are going to be able to record video messages for you.
That's very nice. They won't. Mine won't.
Well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. None of them will tell you not to do it.
Yeah.
That's going to be really shocking. You think you're going to get a bunch of messages of people going, get out of there, don't do it.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen. Because the place is going to make clear to them they've made their decision.
Right.
And people don't care what you do. Jack, you're a braver man than me. We love you. We'll see you on the other side. Sue and the kids couldn't be here. They're at, a game, and Sue just drove them to the game, so I'm just hanging out in the house. So many great memories with you, big dog. So many great memories. Can't even think. Remember when we got drunk? We killed that woman in Mexico. I still remember the look on your face when her head hit those rocks. You were so scared.
We didn't do it on purpose.
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Anyway, love you, buddy.
Hey, I love you too. Oh.
There will be a succession of messages from friends and family.
Yeah,
and it'll be,
that's
and here's
nice.
the thing, not everyone's going to have friends and family, so some of it's just going to be coworkers who don't even know you that well.
Well, that guy, why would that guy kill? He got a good friend. Why would he kill himself?
Yeah, it's going to be.
He's got a friend who he kills women.
There will be coworkers who go, hello, Clark, it is, hello, Clark, I want to tell you that you are very good at job. And I'm sorry you are going through it, but you have been good friend to me and good employee, and I have enjoyed working with you at Hilton.
Yeah.
And everybody misses you. And good luck, Clark. We always go to a place, and you go to that place now. So that's what's going to happen.
So what happens, though, like, when this happens?
Yeah.
En masse.
En masse.
En masse, is that how you say it?
I don't know.
Does, do the people who are in charge, bulldoze these areas and, rebuild them for themselves?
What do you mean?
I'm saying, we're depopulating the world here, or the country.
Here's the deal. It's never going to be enough people where that'll happen.
Right.
It's just got to be a steady
It's just a
stream.
cull.
It's a culling.
Yeah.
They're already building the place. Go look at the Madison Club.
Right.
They're already building these Discovery Land properties. They're already building their spots.
Right.
They know where they're going.
But
they don't care what happens to fucking Gary, Indiana.
Well, it's probably better if down the road, the people who would go in the pod aren't wandering around causing trouble, looking around.
No, they will.
No, they'll be dead.
Here's the deal. They know that even with the pods, there's not going to be, you're never going to prevent, in the next 15 years, you're not going to prevent massive unrest.
No, 100%. But I mean,
that's why you have the robot army.
Right, but it's also a release valve of sorts. It's taking some of the pressure off the fucking, because these things, it's just about,
The pod is the nice way.
Yeah.
The pod is the nice way.
Are you? Let me ask you. Do you think you're built to throw a rock at a fucking robot soldier?
No, well, I'm hoping I'm with the
Not
rich
you.
people.
I mean the person.
What can I do?
No,
with
I don't
them?
mean you. I mean the
What are you
person.
talking about?
You keep confused. I'm talking. I'm
What?
the salesman here.
They're going to need people to
No,
be
I don't
funny
mean
at
you,
dinner.
Tim Dillon. I mean, I'm saying the person
Jesus.
who's getting in the pod.
Yeah, no, I'm hoping they need someone to be funny at dinner. Going to be throwing a rock at anyone. I'm going to be sitting at a dinner going, why is that guy throwing a rock? Kill him. Hopefully, but it won't work out like they're going to take Sebastian or someone with more money.
Right.
Or None. Why is that guy throwing a rock?
I suck.
Kill that guy.
I suck my father's robot.
I said my father's guy. You should listen to that old episode where we review Sebastian Maniscalco's film.
Right. About my father, right? Or?
It's about my father. It's about a man who has a sexual relationship with his Italian father. But it is not gay. They're Italian. We're Italian.
Telling me how to use my body.
It was just very uncomfortable and strange. And the scene where he's in the room with his father and he's like, I got your must. And it was very odd. I didn't love it.
Yeah.
Something weird about that.
It's a little uncomfortable.
His father was a hairdresser.
Right. They made tomatoes.
Daddy. They're sleeping in the same room.
Right.
It's very strange. They're staying in the mansion, but they're staying in the same room.
Cleaning each other's assholes with their tongues. Fucking weird.
Daddy, you know I'm your little boy. I'm Daddy's little boy. But yeah, no, listen, it's clear that this is dark reality, but I do think when you look at Europe and you look at the Netherlands and it's Canada, it's already there, it's coming here, and it'll be here. When we do it, it's going to be Americanized.
Right.
It's going to be USA. It's not going to be like, hey, peaceful rainwater, like sounds. It's going to be America.
Yeah.
It's going to be country music.
No, it'll be Eagles. There'll be an eagle on the thing.
Ella Langley.
Yeah.
She's choosing Texas, I can tell by the way she's just stepping around the room. Like,
How's that song with There's Jews in Texas?
it's called There's Jews in Texas, I can tell by the way they're stealing money from my family. No, it's called Choosing Texas.
Oh,
It's
Choosing.
the number one song in our country.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm choosing Texas?
Yeah, Choosing Texas.
Yeah, they used to be their own country for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
You never heard this song? Play the song.
No. So.
Just go to the middle of it, please. Go to the middle of the thing. I don't want to.
On the plane ride, I was listening to various Beethoven symphonies on the plane.
Yeah, you're not exactly connected to the pop culture.
I need to get a burrow back in.
Yeah, burrow back. Yeah.
Burrow back better.
Who do you think would be, just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
name me one song? And by the way, I don't even know if I can do it,
Yeah.
because I want you to get up and don't show me and him the Billboard Top 10.
Oh, right now?
Right now. Don't get it up. Don't show me and Ray. Because, by the way, I'm wondering if I can do it. So I'm going to say Billboard maybe top 20. Give us a little more of a cushion. Me and Ray right now, can you name a song on the Billboard Top 20? Now, here's the hard thing. We're not choosing Texas you cannot use.
No, yeah, of course.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Zara Larson, I think, Lush Life or Midnight Summer. My guess, Billboard Top 10 or Top 20, Zara something. Is it Zara? Am I close?
I think it's Zara Larson, but there's no Zara on the top 20.
Really? But that song's huge.
Billboard Top Hot 100 week of June 27th. Is what
And
I'm
it's no Zara Larson. Really?
nothing. By
Really?
her.
Okay, all right. Can I try again?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, fuck. That was really, I thought I was gonna try there. Okay, hold on. Morgan Wallen.
No Morgan Wallen.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Yes, Olivia Rodrigo is dominating the top 20 right now. Yeah.
Ray, someone on the top 20 in the Billboard Top 20 right now. Ray Kump, artist or song or both?
Jelly Roll.
Whoa. Pretty good. Ray Kump. There is no Jelly Roll, but pretty
Sitting
good.
on a fist.
Pretty good. Jelly Roll sitting on a fist. Give us another one.
Chicken Fried by the Zach Brown Band.
Okay, that's never.
No, I was who Post Malone? Is he out?
It's possible, but I think it's no.
Yeah.
No, there's no Post Malone.
What about Machine Gun Kelly? Is he still a thing?
He is.
No, not
Zach
today.
Bryan.
No, it's mostly Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, what is this?
Oh, right. Yeah, she's big now. But Charlie XCX.
No,
She's big. By the way, I'm
Brat Girl Summer.
I'm Brat Summer 2 summers ago, but I'm shocked at how much you know.
Yeah, thank you.
But this will be the thing where they go, maybe don't go in the pot. Like they'll be telling you go in the pot. You just keep coming up with these. They might reconsider.
What's the other one? It's
Well, my point is, we're both 40. You know, I'm 41.
wait,
It's like you,
I'm trying to
you
think.
start
There's
losing touch.
There's a fucking thing. Hold on, I might have one. It's Does Taylor Swift have a new one?
She's always got something.
Some
She's
bop?
on there. Is she
Yeah,
on there?
number one,
Wow.
Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Toy Story 5
The Toy
song.
Story 5 song. Ray, I thought you were going to completely fall on your face.
Right.
Here's what the reality is, and this is, you've just revealed yourself a little bit. You say like, "Oh, I'm listening to Beethoven on the plane," but you're
was,
full
though.
of shit.
I was.
You know you know Swift is number one. You know what Rodrigo's doing.
I contain multitudes.
You know about Jelly Roll. You're full of shit. You're not listening to Beethoven.
I was.
You're as pop as anyone.
The Fifth Symphony is really.
You're as pop
and
as
the Seventh.
anyone. You're full of shit.
I really like the Hot to Trot song.
Hot to go.
Hot-
Chapel Roan, hot to go. It's not hot to trot. And that was 2 years ago.
All right.
But it was good.
Yeah.
Hot to trot. How long have we done?
Like 50 two.
Okay. Because I do want to wrap it up with it's just kind of a summation of predictions here for Russia.
Look, yeah, back we never actually got so like with Putin, these people are just like he's a guy who's actually pushing back. He's a not like no one in power is a good guy typically.
Nobody's good.
And look, is it or so you can point to a lot of shit. I just hate the hypocrisy, but also it's like you put people in a corner and then you get mad that they're coming out of the corner.
That's right.
Well, you do all this shit on the border.
Well, Europe is now arming Ukraine. Ukraine is doing long-range attacks inside Moscow and lighting it on fire. Putin is really starting to.
Why isn't he nuking Ukraine?
Well, he's there. I talked to some people today who think he's very close to using like ballistic missiles.
But not nukes. You like cruise missiles? You mean?
I'm gonna read the text.
Does ballistic mean nukes?
It's not from
No.
JD Vance either, but it might be from somebody who knows more than JD Vance.
From Liz Cheney.
I'll read the text. Very close to striking Western Europe with hypersonic missiles.
Those are fast.
Hypersonic.
Yeah. I think I don't know much about them, but they do pretty high damage, I think.
I'm not telling you who that text is from, but if you want a hint.
I mean, look. The whole Ukraine thing, they just want, like, to be clear, let's forget the CIA and all that shit. What Russia claims when they went in, they just wanted Donbass, right? And those were the other region too, like those couple of regions.
Well, they wanted Lugansk and they wanted Donbass. They wanted autonomy in the northern regions.
They went and kind of stomped down on this, like,
because now they're close to losing Crimea potentially, which is something they had taken. They needed a port.
2014.
He took it during Obama.
It just seems like it seems odd. I guess if they're in Russia now, it's like are they winning now officially? Like,
put it this way. Here's what I'll say.
yeah,
If Putin's, it doesn't look good. It looks bad.
yeah,
That Moscow's getting lit up.
yeah.
So he's basically in a position where if he doesn't react,
It also just doesn't make a ton of sense. Why?
because we're giving them all the
Right.
infrastructure,
Well, yeah.
we're training them and telling them what to do.
Right.
I'll tell you
Why can't we do that in Iran?
The thing about Iran
Bigger, I
that
get
makes
it,
it very difficult. No, there's actually a specific thing.
Yeah,
Because so much of our stuff is aircraft carriers and things like that.
Yeah.
It's all useless
right,
because of drone warfare.
right.
It's all useless. And the reason, and here's the other thing, you light up Tehran a little bit, it's whatever. You light up, Moscow's a cosmopolitan city of millionaires.
Right.
You light that up, people go, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
Also, there's like a draft and they're conscripting people and they're throwing them in a truck and they're going, you're going to go fight in Ukraine. They've probably lost almost 1 million people.
it's Russia.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy. And Ukraine, but it just seems like Ukraine's also fucked up.
Very fucked up.
But like they're still going on and like no one's suing for peace.
It's NATO weapons. It's
Yeah.
European weapons.
No one's tried to.
Is Putin actively calling out? Like, this might be a dumb question, but like it's so obvious since the beginning that like we're funding this and Europe's funding it. Does he like actively say?
Well, they're helping Iran too. Like Putin and Russia and China are helping Iran.
Right.
Yeah.
But we call
Why
that
wouldn't
out.
they?
But we call that out.
Kind of.
Right. So like he doesn't really call that too much, like us. Like he doesn't make a big deal.
He calls it out
because he doesn't want to
yeah.
get himself into a war with us directly.
He calls it out when he makes speeches to his country. He goes,
Russian,
he sells them on the war by going, "This is a Western thing.
Yeah,
They're attacking Russia." But you know, he's choosing Texas.
I'm choosing Texas. It just seems like it just doesn't look good for Putin. I'll grant you that much.
I think what he has to do, and I'm not advocating for this.
Yeah.
Obviously, but if I'm him, he's got to do something crazy.
Well, I'm putting on my spy hat.
I mean, think about it. I mean, I'm no offense.
No, but I'm putting on my espionage hat for a second.
Ooh.
Do you think
Daddy's got his hat on.
Do you think it's possible that he thinks a bunch of his inner circle is compromised? And that's part of why they're getting so fucked up.
Yes.
And that, hey, they're trying to do a
Sergei
coup.
Shoigu, the ex-defense minister, they're looking at him as a problem.
Right. So like, oh, I'm getting to the coup here. We better tighten up security. And they're going to like...
Russia's a collection of clans and factions, and his job is to mediate problems between warring oligarchs. This is kind of what he does.
Well, it's very common when like the Reichstag fire coalesces power.
And listen,
these things always like, you know.
Here's the other thing. A lot of people are losing money.
Yeah.
And there's a group of people that can't, you know, we always talk about this. We always talk about like people's inability to not have money.
Right.
The boomers, for whatever reason, feel like, you know, even though they have all the money, they feel like they're not having as much money. They get angry.
Right.
The oligarchs are the same thing. Like they lose a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
It gets tough for him.
Right.
The rank and file doesn't matter, but when the oligarchs start bleeding out, it's tough for him because they can make shit happen.
So what you lean towards is actually a coup? Because my gut instinct is that it's the other thing.
What's the other?
Is
thing?
that he's kind of
he's not telling. Here's the
you
deal.
think it's actually like a?
I don't think it's a coup. Here's what I think it is. Nothing's. It's
that. Yeah.
It's like conversations that are happening where when billionaires talk, people pay attention.
Well, it's the thing, but it's possible it's like chatter like that.
Yeah, it's chatter
by the CIA or whoever, if it were, kind of helps move along the digestion of this
by the way, I'm sure there's people in Russia going, God, we can't go on like this.
Right.
And some of them have real money. I don't think it's a coup.
Right.
That's a whole different thing.
Right, but if it was like a foreign agitators going like, hey, I heard there might be a coup. Oh, that's interesting. Is that possible? Maybe,
listen,
right?
it's all possible, but they're losing.
No, I'm saying like they're
losing money.
What's I'm saying? You're helping it along is my point.
Sure. It doesn't. The thing is, there's only so much money people can lose.
But there's the material element, right? There's like the material condition on the ground, and then there's the strike that actually, you know,
that's not going to happen.
What?
I mean, the coup, the actual thing.
Do you think it's just there's no chance of it?
It's just pressure being put on him.
Right.
There's pressure. You got to figure this out. We're unhappy. The military's unhappy. This looks really bad.
It is very bad.
So there's pressure. Now, it doesn't. So, by the way, that's why he goes to Lukashenko. He's like, we got to get Belarus involved. Right. He might start firing. We don't know what he's going to do.
Well, here's my thing. If there really is no real chance of it, like that's the thread here. It's like, you know, do the oligarchs actually run it behind him, or does he allow the oligarchs to kind of be his minions, sort of? It's a balancing act.
I think Russia is him. Mm-hmm. He's a negotiator in Russia.
Right.
He's not. This is what people don't understand. He's the leader of the Russian Federation, the state.
Yeah.
But really what he does is mediate agreements, like disagreements and stuff like that. Like he goes, what are we going to do with this? What are we going to do with that? Like he's in communication with these people.
Right.
They're telling him, we don't have any money. Like we're losing money. The economy's in bad.
All right, but who did the war?
He did the
He did
war.
the war.
He did the war.
Like, not them on behalf of them so much.
They all get on board.
They got on board, but
They
it
got on
wasn't
board.
because they wanted it.
I'm sure some of them did.
Okay.
Some of them didn't. I think a
Right.
lot of them didn't.
Right.
There's not the money. Some of them there's money in that.
Right.
Some of them are like, hey, I think at this point now, because he's going to them and going like, are we running out of munitions? Are we running out? Like, what do we have? Like, why are they able to hit us here? Why can we not? And they're probably saying we don't have enough anti-aircraft. We don't have enough anti-drone stuff.
Even from the beginning, it seemed like
Russia's got an economy the size of Brazil. They're not China. They're not America.
right. But no, even from the beginning of this war, it seemed like they were having some of the same problems they had back in Yeltsin.
Yeah.
Where like they were still like the missiles didn't have
This
fuel.
isn't China.
Right.
China has drones that like go up in the sky and it's like a guy doing a dance. You
Right.
seen that video? Chinese drones get up and it's just like a guy doing a full dance in the sky. That's not this.
Right.
That's not. Russia's listen, it's a first world country, but like, look at this. Look at this.
Nice.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, I still remember the 08
This
Olympics.
is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. Russia's not doing
That
this.
blows away that Skeletor shit they were doing in LA. This is way better.
No, they're okay. You can get it out of here, but it's great. It's
Yeah,
great. It's phenomenal.
really nice.
Russia. So I don't think there's a coup because here's the problem with a coup, like the practical problem.
Right.
The minute you show that level of instability,
Yeah.
the Western actors come in immediately.
Right. Well, they learn
They
that. Hopefully, they learn that lesson for their sake.
So then you start saying to yourself, like,
We've lost decades in
but you
your
gotta go to Putin. You gotta go, hey, this is like really bad.
Yeah. Well, what? All right. So, like, if you had to guesstimate, like, there's a come to Jesus moment.
Yeah.
So you're saying, and the action you think is that he gets Belarus involved.
So I think what happens is people call him the guy who runs Rosneft, the oil company.
Yeah.
The guy goes, the price of gas is crazy.
To be clear, he clips and arrests and kills these people when he feels like it, right?
Kind of, not all of them.
Okay.
That's a Western myth.
Okay.
There's this myth that he's like a gunslinger and he's just killing everyone. That's also not true.
Okay, yeah.
He kills people,
Right.
but it's not everyone in the world that gets
Who
killed.
was the big one? Krasinski or
The big one's the guy that led the coup, tried to lead the coup.
Not Lushenko.
No, the guy that he killed was the Wagner guy.
Right. No, but before, like 10 years ago or something, there was that guy who like was famously like he imprisoned them, and then I don't know. I think
He's fine. He's not dead.
didn't he poison them?
No. Well, supposedly he poisoned him and it didn't work.
Oh, okay.
But a lot of those are oligarchs that live in London. They fled, or
Okay.
whatever. And
Right.
he kills people, no doubt.
Sure.
There are people that die. They fall out of windows, everything like that. But
Right.
he's got this circle of people that run, Igor Todashev, all these guys that run the state, oil, natural gas, all of mining, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Defense companies. And he calls them in sometimes because we need money.
Right.
You're all billionaires. You got to kick up some
Yeah. Well,
money.
like they wanted him. My understanding is they wanted him as a kind of like a face, or what do you call it? Front.
I think,
and he became more in the front.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of like, no, I'm keeping this together.
So what-
But he's negotiating with them to get resources. And,
what he's been able to do is he's been able to, for a period of many, many, many years, allow guys to make a lot of money. Roman Abramovich, one of them, by the way.
Yeah.
Chelsea Football Club, all that stuff.
Right.
But people like that to earn lots and lots of money. He's also maintained the government relations between the state and the private sector, and he's been able to kind of balance that to the degree that I think guys like Yeltsin weren't, because it was just people were just pillaging.
Right.
So he's been able to do that.
Do you think that basically?
It's like one of the great example of that is like we're all on the same team. We're all doing this.
Right.
We're all very rich, but we also need to get behind this war now or else. But then I think, but go on. What were you saying? I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, that's fine. No, I was just going to ask. Do you think there's a certain level of Well,
Well, what's funny about Mark Galeotti's podcast, which is really good
Right.
on all this stuff, he will not come on the show because he thinks I'm like pro-Putin.
we talked to him like 10 years ago, right?
Talked to him 10 years ago. He said what a great interview it was. He will not come back on the show. And then this week.
He says you're pro Putin.
Well, he just won't come on.
Oh, okay.
Whatever reason.
You're not
No one
pro-Putin.
listens to his show. I'm literally his only listener, and I
Yeah.
listen a lot. And
Yeah.
this week, he better be dead because he didn't upload.
Right.
I'm like, every day you should be uploading, you bum. This is your only thing.
Yeah. If these guys are so dangerous, why
He has a Russian podcast that no one listens to.
And, all these guys are all such thugs, and like they don't do.
Why did they kill you?
I want to encourage it, but yeah, but yeah,
But so I think they're calling him now and going, things are bad.
Yeah.
The economy's bad. We can't go on like this for so long. I get the regional mayors call him and go, my people are like going nuts.
Here's an interesting question.
Yeah.
And you may have any answer, but like,
I may not.
I get that there was this agitation by like Western intelligence,
Yes.
CIA, in those Donbass areas, whatever. Let's just call it that. What practically was that doing to him? Do you think? Like looking back now, do you think he regrets? I'm sure he regrets. Also
Yeah, I think war doesn't work anymore. That's number one.
Yeah.
War. We've now realized this with that war and with Iran.
Yeah.
War actually doesn't work.
Right.
That's number one. Total war works
Yeah.
when you just mobilize a whole country and go, we're going to kill and take over a whole thing. Whatever we're doing here doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Compulsionary war.
Yeah, where you're like, we're trying to also save their financial assets.
We'll
so
keep
that we can
attacking
use
until
them.
you do this. Doesn't
Yeah,
work.
none of this works.
Yeah.
I think he didn't want NATO weapon systems in the Ukraine. I don't think he wanted Ukraine to be a NATO country.
Right.
And, Kamala Harris had said,
Do you think without the war, there was really a push for to actually make them like NATO?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably eventually. Because
It's
they
just-
did that revolution of dignity.
Right.
They threw out the leader.
Oh,
they
because
installed
Zelensky's a fucking-
Zelensky,
yeah,
who's a
he's-
stand-up comedian.
Right.
It was a television comedian.
Who the guy who produced the
played
show
the
was the
president.
fucking
Yeah. So, I mean, listen.
Right.
If they
right.
weren't going to do it, they were laying the foundation to do it.
He hasn't held elections, I guess. Zelensky.
What?
He hasn't held elections.
No, neither is Netanyahu.
Right.
Democracy is great.
Very
allies.
interesting. Very interesting. It just seems like, look, I mean, it's the drones are kind of the X factor, I guess, and
The
like,
drones are the X factor.
yeah, and it just seems like we spent now like when did Ukraine happen? Like 2021 or something like that when they first went in. Whatever, like so like a better part of 5 years now, kind of testing all these new drone things that are going to be the future of warfare. Although we've blundered our own war a lot.
The thing with drones being the future warfare, and it's true, it invalidates a lot of other types of warfare.
Well, yeah, it's a Pandora's box that
Yeah.
you don't want to.
All right, we'll wrap it up, but I think what happens is there's probably sadly there's maybe a dramatic escalation.
No, it might be. We should do this at some point this week. Rent a drone and just fly it around, see what it's like.
That's allowed.
Is it?
kidding.
I know in New York you can't do it. In LA, I think you can do it. Maybe.
You can do anything you want here.
Yeah, right.
Do anything you want. You can rent a missile.
I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Putin. I don't know what he'll do. It seems like he's not going
He's
to
a survivor.
He's a survivor. Can you play us out with Survivor by Destiny's Child? Because this is what I think about when I think about him. I think about this intro.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Imagine like shots of Putin to this.
Yeah. I do believe that he'll figure it out. He's going to get Belarus involved.
Yeah.